guys, I hope you're having a fantastic day. Today is Friday, January 17th, and I had my Xolair injection and my gastro appointment. So I'm just going to be focusing on the gastro appointment in this video, and then I'm going to do a separate video for the Xolair, and you will see why. So I had told you guys I wasn't really sure that there would be much to update on because there's not been really much going on with my GI tract. It's settled down quite a bit. I'm very happy, very pleased with my progress, a little bit proud of it. You know, it's a huge difference compared to like this time even last year. I was just getting back to eating. So I feel really blessed to be able to tolerate food, to not be vomiting, that the nausea is bearable for the most part. I'm not running to the bathroom 50 times a day. So when I got in though to see my gastro, he didn't look as happy as I had anticipated. I mean, this is huge. This is something that we've never really seen before. I haven't had this type of relief from my GI tract in years. So for him to not look so happy, I was a little bit confused until you hear from your doctor that you need to talk. And those are never good words, let me just say that. So basically he said the domperidone that I am on, that I get from Canada, he does not think is a good fit for me because of some risk with heart complication side effects, which has to do with, I think it's either the Q or D intervals with the heart. I will have to look it up on my Facebook and drop it in the comments. I feel like it's Q interval. But he was saying due to that, and with the combination of my medications, the system was even giving him a hard time with ordering Zofran because a couple of my meds are increasing the risk for this side effect to occur. I don't know if it has occurred like very mildly yet. I do know though he does have access to all my EKGs and my echoes, and we run EKGs and echoes regularly because of my POTS and because of my EDS. My cardiologist likes to play it safe with my heart, which I do very much so appreciate. So it was really hard though hearing that, because with gastroparesis you don't have a lot of medication options. The other really popular medication option for gastroparesis is something called Reglan. And Reglan, you have a lot of neurological side effects such as movement disorders like dystonia. And there are others, but I can't pronounce them obviously quite as well because I'm not familiar saying them. But there are different ones that like cause like different tics and twitches and all these different neurological symptoms. Needless to say, with the amount of neurology symptoms that I'm experiencing, I'm not really comfortable with this option. So I'm not positive at the moment what we're going to be doing. Like for the immediate future, like the next couple of days, I'm staying on domperidone. That's fine with him. It's not going to hurt me in that time frame. I do have Reglan on hand, so if I feel uncomfortable, I can switch to that. He said that we can trial Reglan. If I feel like I absolutely needed domperidone, he's fine with me staying on it. But it wasn't the news that I had expected to receive today, by any means. And it's really hard, like, thinking, okay, like, I know without this medicine, my stomach doesn't work at all. I'm already having absorption issues. And I know that my intestines don't work quite properly. I don't know where, like, that starts. I don't know if I have problems with motility throughout the entire GI tract, if it's just the large intestine and the colon, or just the small intestine. No specific tests don't touch that. Apparently the handicap sticker sticking out of my book bag looks like something fun to play with for Abby. At least you can always make me smile, right? So, yeah. I'm trying to remember now what I was saying. It's always the problem apps. But yeah, like the options really stink. I need to do more research, like if there are other medication options. Thus far, I have posted in support groups who have not been very supportive. So that's a little bit discouraging as well. People are kind of just like, oh, well, your doctor just doesn't know what he's talking about. Maybe he's like uneducated. And I'm like, he has like all of my records and he's working with all of my specialists, and this came up after him doing research on my case specifically and on this medication specifically and on gastroparesis specifically, because he's trying to learn more to help me better. So that's how this all came up, and I do really trust where he's coming from at the moment. I have no reason not. And then one of my other meds he would like me to come off of, which I'm totally fine with. I don't find it very helpful. I was already thinking of coming off of it. So I'm going to be having that conversation sometime this week. It'll just kind of depend on how things play out, because a lot has happened in one day, guys. So I think that's really it. I'm just gonna do a lot of researching, looking probably into additional support groups for additional information, and just really thinking about it, talking about it, praying about it, and just trying to figure out what is the best treatment option for me with my gastroparesis, because going back to not eating is a scary thought, and it's not an option, because not eating is how I got in this position with all of the neurology stuff. And he was really thrilled that I hadn't lost weight. This was the first time that he was like, you know what, I either think you stabilized or you gained a little bit of weight, and I'm so happy and proud of you that you could have gained some weight. He was like, oh my gosh, like he wasn't upset like that my face is fat or that I'm fat. Like, and he was just really happy that I'm able to eat. And I told him the bottom line is I don't care about eating like a specific food. I don't care about eating X amount of calories or this many bites in a day. I just want adequate nutrition each and every day so that I can function. That's my only hope, to be honest, and to not be a walking skeleton. If I lose some weight, that's fine. I am able to at the moment. I have the extra steroid, weight, and puff and all that, that if that goes down a little, that's not a huge deal, but I also don't want to end up losing 50 to 80 pounds. Like, that could be really dangerous again, and then it just causes more problems with vitamins and absorption, and it's just basically a nightmare. So that's kind of the GI plan at the moment, and yeah, we're just gonna keep working at it. I am going to be talking to my PCP besides doing all my own research, and also speaking with my nurse, because she knows about gastroparesis. She knows other patients with gastroparesis, so I kind of want her input on different options on treatments and stuff. Diet changes have not helped my gastroparesis whatsoever, really. I mean, I know, like, I have limitations with my diet, but, like, being on a certain diet does not, like, decrease a lot of my symptoms. It doesn't help me with pain or nausea or anything like that. So, like, I do know, like, certain foods will give me extreme pain and I'll vomit or have diarrhea. But other than that, like, it's not, you know, like a specific, like, keto diet or gluten-free and you're good. Like, gastroparesis is just really complicated, and the more that we're learning about my neurology stuff, we're starting to wonder, okay, where did gastroparesis come from? Is it really where we think it came from, or did it come from one of, like, a neurological disease? So, still tons of questions, but a little bit of progress. I was not expecting this today. It was a shock. It was kind of almost like the world was crumbling for a couple minutes. Of panic, but other than that, we're doing great. A little bit exhausted from Xolair, but that's another video, so we will be doing that one for you guys too. I hope that if you're a gastroparesis warrior, that this helps you a little bit. And just so you all know, I did read in a support group that we all get domperidone from Canada, and getting it from Canada in America is actually illegal, I read. They actually want us to be getting it from a facility in Texas, but at the same time, the FDA knows that they're not educating the doctors on this, and they know that most doctors do recommend going to Canada. So I don't think you'd get in trouble, but that's a fun fact that I did not know. Alright guys, so already rambled long enough about this GI tract stuff, so I hope you guys are having a fantastic day, and I'll see you soon. Bye!